have thought on a rainy Saturday when there's a lot of basketball going on that we would attract this kind of crowd. And certainly I know there's a lot of families here just exploring Lenoir-Rhyne as a possibility with our spring game. So I want to welcome all the recruits. Let's give them a big warm round of applause. Welcome to Lenoir-Rhyne. Well, it is my honor to welcome you on this rainy day to the groundbreaking ceremony for the Neil McGahee Sports Performance Center. Today, we will not only celebrate the groundbreaking for this incredible facility, but we will also celebrate the legacy and life of Neil McGahee. Neil McGahee, a standout All-American three-sport student athlete, LR, was also the athletic director and executive director of the Piedmont Education Foundation. He transformed the athletic programs here. He helped raise Lenoir-Rhyne to national prominence and spearheaded unprecedented growth. After Neil's passing last year in February, we were trying to figure out the ideal project. This project seemed fitting to honor Neil, a man who had such a lasting and profound impact. And this building will have a lasting impact on Lenoir-Rhyne athletics. It will allow us to recruit the best student athletes and coaches that we can compete at the highest level. It'll really be a testament to the legacy of our very own number 46. For those of you who didn't know, when Neil played football here, he wore the jersey 46, and everything that Neil did epitomized the number 46. And therefore, we named this campaign Forever 46. Well, we have a short program in store for you this afternoon to mark this occasion, but before we break out those shovels, and yeah, we're going out there. We've got a tent, no worries, but it'll be short. We've got to do it the right way. I want to invite our president, Dr. Witt, to come up and share some remarks.
Good afternoon. Wow, it is a great crowd. We really appreciate all of you being here, and I think as you look around the room, it can only hold so many, so thus our need to expand. I wanted to certainly, on behalf of Lenoir-Rhyne University, welcome all of you to this event. It's really a significant milestone in the history of Lenoir-Rhyne University, and we have a couple of Neil's family here. Neil's sister, Peggy, and her husband, Bill, are here. Would y'all please stand and let us recognize you? Right in front of my nose, yeah. Ashley and Ron weren't able to be here, but we're so glad you guys came from Stanton, Virginia. I understand you left some snow up that way, so thank you for being here today. I also want to welcome the members of our Board of Trustees. There's several Board of Trustee members here on a Saturday afternoon, and also recognize, we'll speak to you in just a little bit, our Chair of the Board of Trustees, Mr. Boyd George. I want to thank them for support of this project, their approval for this project, and for the work and support they provide us each and every day. Also, special thank you to our contractor, Mr. Roger Young. Mr. Roger Young is the president of David E. Looper Construction Company that's building this facility. Roger, will you kind of wave so folks can see you? He's a real key person, not just because, yeah, let's give him a hand. And one of his assistants who's a project coordinator, Matt Winters, is here, so glad to have you guys here with us today. You know, Roger actually also chairs our Business Advisory Council. His company also built our chapel. We're breaking ground on this project today, and in 11 days we'll break ground on another project just on the other side of the goalpost. So looking forward to that. Not another football project, but close to it. So we're glad to have his support. Also wanted to recognize Patrick McMurray. Patrick here, I believe you're here. Patrick's our architect for this particular project, so thank you so much for all your support and all you do for us. A special thanks to Mr. Otis Pitts. I hadn't seen Otis. He's director of our physical plant, and Vice President Peter Kendall, who is Senior Vice President for Business and Finance, and their support for this project in-house. You know, our athletic program is one of the points of pride for this university. I say all the time that I want us to be kind of the Duke of NCAA Division II, except I'm pulling for Carolina today. Because we're a private school, but yet we compete nationally, and we want to do it the right way. And about 35% of our undergraduate students actually compete in one of 22 sports here at the universities. And we think our coaches and our program under the leadership of Kim, the work of our student athletes and the work of leadership of our coaches are already champions. And you notice that as we right now lead the Eccles Cup in the SAC conference. So we have the highest point so far with spring sports to go. You know, not only do our athletes compete on the field, they're competing well off the field. If you'll note, our student athletes tend to have a higher GPA than our non-student athletes on the campus. So they're up in the 3.2 range. Football team, the first semester after our coach was here, actually went from a 2.7 up to over a 3.0 GPA. So we don't just want to win on the field, we want to make sure we're winning off the field. And what will this new facility do? It'll certainly be a significant part to helping us continue that success. It helps in our recruiting, it helps in the personal development of our players. It'll help open up space for additional students on the campus to utilize as well. So this will support all 22 sports. It's not just a football facility, but it's for all 22 sports. 14,000 square feet of new and enhanced space, state-of-the-art weight room, a nutrition bar, an indoor training area with AstroTurf. This will enhance team meeting space for players and coaches. And we'll also have a really nice covered pavilion for our Bears Club that can be utilized all year long by students, also for special events, for events before ball games. In short, you know, I'm probably stealing some of Coach Cronick's thunder, but when people talk about this facility, we really believe it'll be a game changer. It'll provide us a competitive advantage when we're out trying to compete to recruit and retain and develop our athletes and athletic programs. So I want to thank all of you who are here. You know, I believe a lot of people are here because usually when you have a project, like we're going to cut the ribbon or actually shovel some ground on a project at the University Commons in a couple of weeks, and you know, we may have 10, 12 key donors. With this project, the list goes on and on and on. We have a plethora of folks who have chipped in to this project to make it a reality. So you want to thank you for that. There's still room to chip in for those of you who haven't. We want you to be a part of this. We want to be able to get the right equipment in here and take it even to a higher level of excellence. You know, when Kim came to me, one of the things we've done over the last year, we've merged the Piedmont Educational Foundation into the university. And so when we kicked off the announcement of this event, that was a pretty special evening that night. And everybody talked about how good of an event that was and how exciting it was. And one of the first things we did together. And when I looked and they got up and talked about, well, we're going to have this money raised and we're going to have it projected by November. And we're going to break ground and we're going to break ground and right after the first of the year. I thought, you got to be kidding me. You know, that sounds pretty good, but is it realistic? They said, we got it, Coach, don't worry about it. And they did. So people have not only stepped forward with almost $3 million, but stepped forward in a short period of time. So I think this is an example of how working together with athletics, with our Office of University Advancement under Cap Necro and the work they've done, together with the administration of Lenoir-Rhyne, we can do a lot more working together than we can trying to be our own entity. So we're excited about that. So thank you very much. I don't want to slow us down. I want to keep moving forward so we can, you know, shovel dirt. I told somebody when I came, they said, what do you like to do for hobbies? I said, I like to dig in the dirt. Because I like to play in my yard and do things like that, but I really like to do this kind of digging. So I'd like, without further ado, I'd like to introduce to you our Chair of the Board of Trustees, who served 36 years on our Board of Trustees, Mr. Boyd George.
Thank you, Fred. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I would like to thank each of you for coming to celebrate this occasion. It is always exciting to see work begin on a project that will enhance the college experience for so many of our student athletes. Every building project meets a critical need for our university, and this one is no different. Our athletic teams will have the space they desperately need to train and prepare to compete. Our coaches will have room to meet and work, and the Bears Club and the rest of the campus community will gain some much-needed hospitality space. I have no doubt that when this building opens late this summer, that it will have a significant impact on our current athletes and provide a great tool for recruiting future student athletes. I would like to express my personal appreciation to the donors who are making this facility a reality, and to the staff of Lenoir-Rhyne and the volunteers who have worked tirelessly to get us to this point today. It is really a great day to be a Bear.
Thank you, Mr. George. Well, at this point in the ceremony, I'd like to take this opportunity to recognize a few people who have been instrumental to the success of this campaign, as we have raised over $3 million to build the Neil McGahey Sports Performance Center. I want to start by recognizing our two outstanding co-chairs. Unfortunately, one of them couldn't be here, Mr. Johnny Moretz. He works way too hard, so some of you tell him he needs to slow down. But we had an unbelievable pairing, and Ed Bird. Where's Ed Bird? Ed Bird. These two gentlemen did an unbelievable job. And I was trying to think of what do you get two folks, like two people like this who, to recognize them. And I couldn't think of a better thing than to get two chairs for our two chairs. And so at this point, I'd like to present a Forever 46 custom leather chair to Mr. Ed Bird. So Mr. Ed All right, so in addition to great leaders, you need great coaches at the helm, but you got to have a great team. And we had an unbelievable team. I want to recognize John Bray and Charles Young, right in the back. Stand up, gentlemen. I'm going to ask you to come forward along with Ed. I'm going to get back up, and I have just something to present to you. It is some Club 46 swag, with a little LR branding, because you guys have killed it on this campaign.
Leader.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. You guys did an awesome job. Appreciate it. Interestingly enough, two of these gentlemen are not LR grads. That says a lot about our community. They're really invested in Lenoir-Rhyne. So yes, we did. By November, we were 90% to our goal because of these guys. I also want to extend a personal appreciation to Andy Anderson, Kelly Netchie, Kat Necro, and there's somewhere in this room, you know who these folks are because they're so important to us. All the staff in the Office of Advancement were unbelievable in partnership with us to make this come together. So let's give them a big applause. And this wouldn't happen if it wasn't for the folks in this room, the donors who have supported this. Every gift made a difference. But I want to pay special tribute to our Club 46 members. So I'm going to ask all of our Club 46 members, I know many of you are already standing, but those of you who are seating to stand to be recognized at this time. Club 46. These folks really stepped up in a big way to make a significant contribution. I think it's only fitting. When Johnny and I sat down and we were trying to look at our strategy, we thought, can we get the 46 Club 46 members? If we can get the 46, we will nail this campaign. And folks, this week we have 46 Club 46 members. But there's no, we are not capping that, so if anybody wants to join Club 46, we will go up to 86. So just know that anybody's invited to play. And finally, I just want to pay special recognition to the Bears Club. The Bears Club Council, President Ryan Edwards, Bob Fincher. They were instrumental in making this project go. You know, the Bears Club really, both past and present, was championing this project, contributed to this project in a big way, and it really was a collaborative effort. So if you're a Bears Club member, give yourself a big round of applause. Well, this time I'd like to invite our head football coach, Drew Cronick, who is starting his second season, to come up and share some remarks on what this means to Lenoir-Rhyne athletics and for the rest of the coaching staff. So let's give Drew Cronick a big round of applause.
What time is it? Come on, we can do better now. What time is it? There we go, that's good. I tell you what, the reason I love being here is because of this. Okay? You can't put a price tag on this. You know, we have as good a leadership as anybody in the country does. Our president, Dr. Witt, our athletic director, Miss Kim Pate. The fact that this is going up like it is, and we're going to be in it within a year of it being announced, is I've never heard of anything like that. And you guys, you know, it says a lot about just people being so willing to give and people being so willing to support our student athletes. We are very blessed here at Lenoir-Rhyne, very, very blessed. And so I'm so thankful to you guys for all that you do for our program. It's already making a huge difference for us, just in our recruiting class, our signing class. Obviously, winning helps. Okay, W's help your recruiting class. But when young people see progress, when they see dirt moving, when they see people putting money into their programs, when they see people just emphasizing the experience they're going to have, they want to be here, because this is not a hard sell. You know, we're selling a great university, you know, a great academic university, a great city in Hickory. Obviously, we already have nice facilities, but this is the wow factor. Okay, this is the wow factor that's gonna, you know, really people are gonna walk in there and go, man, I want to be here. All right, this is where we're gonna train our, you know, we build culture as a football program in the classroom and in the weight room. Okay, and we have our new strength coach, Coach Trent Caldwell, which is kind of a part of what's going on. That's really upgraded what we're doing, but being able to develop our guys. This is a place where we've got to develop our young people, both the men and the women. You know, because we're not going to get those, you know, 4- and 5-star guys usually. We're going to get young people who are good students, who are good athletes, so we can come in here, we get them bigger and stronger and develop them in every way. You know, spiritually, emotionally, physically, academically. This gives us a chance to do that. With this room being a new team meeting room, that's going to divide into 3 sections to give us a place to watch our film, all right, to have FCA, you know, to do anything we can to work with our kids and teach them. If you see, looking outside, it's amazing to me, once they started putting all this stuff down, how big it's going to be. It's going to almost double the size of this working area right here. So we're going to be able to have as many as 50, 60 kids working out at a time. In here, it's hard to get, you know, 30 or 40. So that's really going to help us be able to get all our athletes through there, and we're going to be able to work throughout the day. So this is going to be a great facility for that. It's going to be a great facility to entertain people, entertain recruits, entertain our alumni on game day. And just really have a place for our young people to kind of go chill out sometimes, almost kind of a lounge for them to do that. So we're really excited. It's like I said, it's already paying dividends. People want to be here. And in the future, we're going to be able to keep attracting good people, because that's what this is about. LR is about people, okay, getting the right people here. And this is going to help us continue to do that. So we're so excited and we're so appreciative of what you do for us. Hope you'll hang around. Maybe we'll get to play a little ball today. We're getting, if it's not raining right now, I'm shocked, to be honest with you. It's rained so much the last 6 months, but you may see the shortest spring scrimmage you've ever seen. But come out and watch us. We're down, you know how in spring you get one position depleted a little bit, so right now we got 2 guards practicing. If you don't really understand football, you have to play with 2 guards, okay? So we're gonna get out there and we're gonna mix it up. I hope you come out and watch us. Recruits, stay here inside after we finish here. But thank you guys, Dr. Witt, Ms. Pate, thank you so much for all that you do, and everybody here that's contributed, and the way you support our student athletes. We're so blessed and we're so lucky to be here, so go Bears. Go Bears.
Thank you, Drew. And hey, Coach Cronick, you didn't know if you could fit 135 guys in here? What do you think?
Man.
Those team meeting spaces, you think we
You
can
know
fit
what?
135?
I think we'll be able to pull it off.
Okay.
I think we will.
I appreciate you.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, we're gonna wrap up this part of the ceremony with Pastor Wiesner coming forward. Pastor Wiesner, who is an iconic leader on this campus, and has really become a dear friend and colleague. And so please welcome Pastor Wiesner as he blesses this future facility that's going to be a game changer and a wow factor.
Thank you for the opportunity to be here. Neil McGahee, the son of a Presbyterian pastor and the grandson of a Presbyterian pastor, engaged in ministry as a coach and athletic director. Perhaps some of you heard him tell the story of how, as a youngster, he went to his father and said, "Dad, I don't think I want to go into parish ministry," with his knees trembling, as he told me, to which his father responded, "You will engage in ministry and touch as many lives on the court as you could from a pulpit."
Oh.
Neil McGahee engaged in ministry as a coach and athletic director. This son of a Presbyterian pastor was also a son of Lenoir-Rhyne, which is a ministry of the church, and I think Neil would approve, or shall we say, does approve from a loftier perspective than our own. Approve of our dedication of this place to the glory of God, that the McGahee Sports Performance Center be dedicated precisely to the fulfillment of God's purposes. When students and coaches will gather here for training and instruction, the passing of knowledge and skills from one generation to another, this pleases the heart of God and gives God glory. When students come here to exercise, doing their calisthenics, push-ups, sit-ups, using exercise equipment, weight machines, following instructions from trainers and fitness experts, they are doing exactly what God wishes for His children to do. Keeping their bodies healthy, preparing sharper, clearer minds for learning and physical performance, thereby enriching their spirits. To develop body, mind, and spirit, this is the mission of Lenoir-Rhyne. This is part of the church's mission, and this will be the mission of the McGahee Sports Performance Center. Furthermore, since human beings will gather here, there shall be fellowship. There shall be laughter and joy, which also fulfills God's purposes and gives glory to God. Therefore, this facility, for which we officially break ground this day, shall be used every day to the glory of God, for God's ministry, as Neil McGahee engaged in ministry. Today, we symbolically proclaim that fact as we ask God's blessing. Let us pray. Almighty and ever-living God, we do well always and everywhere to give you thanks. We thank you for the gift of life and your many blessings enriching and sustaining our lives. Today, we thank you for this opportunity for the McGahee Sports Performance Center. We thank you for the hope and promise offered by this facility for which we prepare. Thank you for the love for Lenoir-Rhyne, the respect for Coach McGahee expressed through the generosity of the gifts of all who make this facility possible. As we observe this building being constructed, may we be reminded of love. Love for Lenoir-Rhyne, McGahees, our friends and benefactors, and all who work and learn here. Grant, Lord, your blessing to this space, this place, as preparation for ministry here rises up and continues. Bless all of us with a constant sense of your presence, that we may give our lives in honor and service to you and to our brothers and sisters, your children. All this we ask, invoking your blessing. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
It's been a pretty special ceremony. As we close out and we get ready to transition outside, we're really wrapping up our campaign. We're moving into the last and final stage, and I'm so excited about this piece of this campaign. It's the Bears Walk of Legends Brick Paver Initiative, and I want to thank Marvin Everett for stepping in to help me plan it and organize it, and he's going to chair this part of the campaign. So I thank you for your leadership ahead of time. This is really a special opportunity for our donors, for our alumni, and for anyone involved with this campaign to honor somebody, an individual, past teams, our Sports Hall of Fame members. We love to have a brick for every Sports Hall of Fame member, past championship teams. We want to be able to make this an annual tradition where we sell bricks and we grow it and build it. And so our football team will come through and walk down that hallway and go out and walk in front of the building, and that will be the Bears Walk of Legends. This Walk of Legends will be the promenade for our team before every home football game, and it'll go all the way to the gates as they enter the stadium. It's going to be pretty special. For those of you who've already donated at that level, we just sent out a letter, and so we'd love to have you involved. Just need to send your information in or drop it off with Martha. We have information at the back for those of you who are interested in participating in this campaign. Well, you ready? Are we ready to go? What time is it? All right.